I have a pencil plant. I pruned it, and now the stalk I cut has dried and died back about a foot or so. It doesn't look like it's going to heal on its own. Should I paint, glue, or wax the pruned end of my pencil plant? And this is from Ella via YouTube.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Anytime you make a cut, you need to come out from where it grew out about 1/4 of an inch. Make the cut at a slant so that water will run off of it. And then in the collar, because you left about 1/4 of an inch or less, but 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch, the collar has enzymes and things that help that heal. We learned back in hurricane country when we tried to coat pecan trees where limbs had broken off, that we created more trouble and more problems than if we left them open. That plant has a natural way of putting a natural barrier between damaged tissue and healthy tissue. And if you cover it with a coating, you hold moisture in there and you cause fungi to be able to cause rots, and it can be more of a problem.
Which is why you have the dieback.
That's right. That's why you have the dieback. And if you just make a cut out on a limb, where if it's bothering you and you cut it back, and you have a 12-inch stub going back to where it came out of that's going to die.
Yes.
Probably, unless there are some buds in between where you made that cut and the main stem. If there are no buds, it's just going to die.
Right.
And that's just a natural thing to do. So it's important to make your cut further back, a little bit further back, and you're probably not going to have that problem.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. And here's something else about the pencil plant. Holly, sky pencil plant. They don't have to be pruned. So if you prune it, Miss Ellis, because you're trying to control the height, right? But the best time to prune would be when the plant is dormant.
Yeah.
You won't have to worry about the dieback.
Right.
So Miss Ella, we hope that helps you out. Right?
And always prune right above a bud that's growing. That's where you want growth to start. Wherever you make a cut, that's where you're telling that plant to start growing.
Right.
So if you just prune it back to the height that you want it to be at, you're basically telling the plant, okay, you start growing where you made that cut.
So it's going to come back.
So it's going to be too tall for
That's
you.
Right.
So make the cut above, and you can make your cut above a bud. Choose the direction that you want the limb to grow. If you want the limb to grow, if it's going out into your sidewalk, find a bud on the upper side that'll send that limb growing back that way. Make your cut right below that, and you're going to tell that plant that's the way you want that limb to grow.
That's right, because that's the way the plant's going to be thinking, right?
That's right. That's right. It's just called plant psychology.
Plant psychology. All right, Miss Ella. Hope that helped you out again. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. We would love to get more questions from you. So be sure to leave us some comments.